Don't expect a miracle.
Isolde,
what you're doing?
What brings you to the market?
I'm here to buy food, Nazim. I suppose you don't need to worry about that.
Owning a farm does have its advantages.
Brigands I can handle, but this talk of dragons? World's gone mad, I say.
You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right! I said coward! Oh, yes. He agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it
The White Gold Concordat.
Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here, and in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is upon my lips, his voice in my throat. Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of the voice, and with it he united the lands of men into a great empire. In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber Septim. Here in Skyrim, we honor him by his proper Nord name. So great was his reign in life. When he ascended to the heavens, he was made Lord of the Divines. If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes on the subject. May Talos guide you, always.
Well, there's no telling what it means.
What would you
What's
have
the
me do
meaning
then?
of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is
My lord,
not receiving
please.
visitors.
This is no time for rash action. I just think we need more information.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The
Who's
Jarl
this
will
then?
want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that
The Jarl of
dragon is lurking in the
Valkyrie will view
mountains...
that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service. I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. Farengar, I think I've found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient
fight
man.
This dragon.
Neither am I, come
Dragons.
to think of it.
We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
Feeling any better?
The pain's a little less than before, but it still hurts bad enough.
Patience. The body needs time to mend. Welcome, child. Indeed. The temple here in the city is my charge. The goddess's divine blessings have no doubt helped make Whiterun a thriving and prosperous city. After all, it is she who brings rain to our crops and fair weather on the harvest days.
How are you feeling?
Somewhat, yes. At first it seemed a distant thing, heard only in the idle speech of guards and traders. When the wounded soldiers began to return from battle, I did what I could to help them. As more of the sick and injured came to the temple, my work as a healer became more important than my duties as a priestess. I wish only an end to the fighting, so that I can tend to the temple once more. Grace of Kinneret be with you.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
Welcome, child. Welcome, child.
Thank you. The pain is already easing.
Those green apples you sold me the other day were delicious.
Aren't they? I always set some
Once I've
aside
made
for
enough
myself.
money trading with the Khajiit caravans, Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that one day, I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Modron. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain in the future? Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's a hard enough land when you've got a roof over your head. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Nobody trusts them.
Just browsing, or were you looking for something?
Matter of fact, I do. They've been fair enough with me, far as I can tell. And Denord knows a liar when she sees one.
Polished silver. Big enough to hold
Farewell.
a folded up letter? Ah, I see. I think I know just what you need. I don't have anything like that here now, but my Yorland.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Now please, no more questions.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them, they're got. Some parting advice? Women love sonnets.
Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my arts. For a modest fee, I'll make great art for you. You have chosen wisely. Lead on, and I shall follow.
And what of my son?
Lead on, then.
Is he not
Can we at least go to the tavern for supper?
Yes, Houseman. We'll leave immediately.
It's just us against the dragon? Is that it?
I can't afford to send anyone else.
Do you believe this old...
How goes the begging today, Brendan?
Are those two at it again? Come on now. Watch the footwork. Keep your balance.
Nice!
Lucky hit!
Pull him back!
Going to enjoy killing you. Must have scared him off.
There's a chill in the air. Izmir's beard, it gets colder in here every day.
That's just you getting skinnier every day.
Yes.
You need to eat more.
I haven't seen you before, have I? Have we met? I'm sorry if I've forgotten.
You don't...
Yes? All right, then.
So I wouldn't have to answer stupid questions from idiots. You don't just waddle in here and get to speak to the boss. Who do you think you are? If you want to embarrass yourself, I won't stop you. Kodlak is the Harbinger. He's the closest thing you'll find to a leader around here. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Need something.
Ysgramor himself wouldn't have the patience to deal with all the rabble around here.
Kodlak says not to worry about it.
But I will follow the old man's lead, as ever. Until next time.
And what might you need?
You ain't made me that stew in a long time.
Which? The mutton or the vegetable?
Mutton.
So I haven't. All right.
My brother Vilkas is a better talker than me. He should be around someplace.
But I still hear the call of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can't overcome.
You have my brother and I, Orpheus.
Haven't seen your face before. I'm watching you.
Leave that to me. A stranger comes to our hall. Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting him.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in Jorvaskr for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle, boy? That may be so. This is Vilkas. He will test your arm. Vilkas, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
Aye. Not here. Out in the yard. Come on.
You don't belong here. What do you think you have to offer?
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
If I fear you won't leave me alive! Come on!